Well, hello there. Welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome. And my name is Sydney. So today's video is gonna be just talking about this bag that I have full of products that I've used up or haven't used up. They either were really good and I used them all, or they were no good and I couldn't even use barely any of it. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and jump on into the video. So I've been like kind of cold all day and I'm actually fighting a cold right now. This is like day one of it, so it's kind of bad. But these lights make me really hot, so I'd be sweating. And I drank some emergency and now I'm drinking alcohol. So I'm gonna start off with the two like more nice, pricey, whatever type of items, and that is perfume. Ever since I was like honestly 14 or 15, I've been really into perfume. Although the past few years I've really kind of been relying on my collection to get me through instead of just buying new bottles all the time, because I did have quite a few bottles, like 6 bottles always in rotation, and now I basically have nothing left. So thank goodness that my grandma got me a little sampler of perfumes. So this is probably the second or third bottle that I've used up, and it's Aqua de Goia by Giorgio Armani. I do want to try the Giorgio Armani perfume, but yeah, I love this stuff. And if you're into clean, fresh scents, I would go with this. It's kind of feminine, you know, girly, but not like super flowery or sweet. So I love it. Another perfume that I've used up is this Escada Sorbetto Roso, and I think I saw What Would Lizzie Do talk about this and it made me buy it. She's talked about the Escada perfumes a few times, and this one smells literally like watermelon. And you know, I used it up. I wasn't gonna waste my money, and I don't hate the scent, but I don't love the scent on myself and day to day. Like I said, I don't hate it. It's pretty much like watermelon woman flavored, and it's pretty, but it's just not the right like tones. And I've noticed that I didn't really like the way it smelled on me like 20-30 minutes after applying. But this was only about $50 for like an ounce, I believe. Yeah, for an ounce, which is pretty good. So I would check out their other scents if you're interested in buying a perfume but don't want to spend like $80-90. I got this one at Ulta. Next, I have this bag from Lush, but it's full of other things. Well, the first thing is a good thing. It's the Healthy Sexy Hair Laundry. It smells really refreshing. It's just like fresh. It doesn't really have like a strong scent or anything, but it's actual powder. I don't know if there's any left. There's a little bit left for me to show you, but oh, there you go. You can see it comes out in a powder form. I don't know how well it blends into the hair. I think it looks okay with mine, but I could see this being a little bit too white for darker hair. Since it's like actual powder, it really absorbs the oils and helps me get through the day. I've talked about this in my recent favorites. Another thing we've got here is a pair of Lily lashes. These are the Style Miami, which are super popular. Your favorite influencer wears them most likely, and I really did like them. They're very dramatic, and I accidentally like messed them up, and so I had to kind of get rid of them. I can't really use these. They're cut too short, and now they don't blend on my eyelashes. So that stinks, because they were in good enough condition to keep wearing. I would repurchase these because I do like the style, but there's so many other lash brands that are really good that are half the price. And even the synthetic mink lashes from Lily are about $10, $11, maybe $15, but they always put them on sale. So you see the packaging is a little less than this one, but these are some really bomb lashes still. These are the synthetic ones in the style San Diego. And these are the Miamis, but they are cut a little weirdly. I'm also wearing Lily lashes right now in the style Houston. So we got the Lily Lash freaking crew over here. Anyways, next I've got something from Lush, and it is the Rose Jam Shower Gel. This one is just a sample, but it lasted me like a month or two at least, and it smells nice. It smells like straight roses, so if you don't really like that rose scent, this is not the scent for you. It's too strong if you hate rose. I think it smells good like for the shower. I wouldn't wear like this strong of something as a perfume or anything, but like in the shower, it smells good. It's pretty, but like I said, it's strong. I'm warning you. I also tried the pink one. I think it's called like American Dream or American Cream or something like that, and it didn't smell that good to me. Next, I have these moisturizers from Pond's, and this one is the Clarant B3 Dark Spot Correcting Cream, and this one is the Anti-Wrinkle Cream right here. And I used this one all the way up. I've probably used this up and repurchased like 2 to 3 times, and this was the only one I've ever purchased, and I didn't use it all because I didn't like the way it felt. It kind of dried down in that really thick way where it leaves like a film. It's not my favorite. Maybe as a night cream, but even then it's very inexpensive and like just not a formula that I personally love. I just don't love it at all. I wouldn't really recommend it. I don't know, when it comes to Pond's, they're very Pond's is very inexpensive, but for a reason, you know? These are only $1.50 in the little sample things at Walmart. You can buy them in bigger ones, but I find like you could just make these last quite a while. This one smells good, like fresh and clean, a little bit fruity or floral. And it's supposed to even your skin tone, take down dark spots and stuff. Well, I guess we're doing construction in the house, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep filming though. But this one doesn't leave a weird film on your skin. I really liked using it underneath makeup, but it just didn't give me that super moisturized feeling that I want in a moisturizer. I want my moisturizer to actually, you know, sink into my skin, hydrate my skin, and have really good ingredients in there. So I would recommend this if you're on a budget and you need something for the daytime and before makeup. But if you're looking for a heavy duty, really nice moisturizer, this ain't it. Next, I have a little sample of the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. And this one, that's all it says on it. I don't know if there's anything more to it, but it's the white sample. But it comes out in a black paste, and I really did enjoy this. I would recommend it. I would recommend maybe getting the sample sizes of these. Hopefully they sell these. I just got it like as a little freebie from Sephora, but it would be really nice if they made these to purchase, so then you could like try this one, try the pink one, try the purple one, try a few, see what works for you. You could probably find something kind of similar at Walmart, you know, like Freeman's charcoal masks and stuff like that, but this one you could tell it's a little bit top tier. You know, it's kind of working when there's a little bit of a tingle sometimes, depending on what the ingredients are. You don't necessarily want your face to tingle, but I knew this was okay. So anyways, so something that I did not use is this Burt's Bees Natural Acne Solutions Toner. This one has salicylic acid treatment from Willowbark. This made my skin freak out. I did buy it while my skin was freaking out, but this did not help at all. I added Willowbark into my skincare earlier in the year. I used a toner and a little bit of like a little lotion, and it really didn't help with my breakouts. It really increased my breakouts, and they were types of breakouts that were like painful, heavy, big, like really bad ones with like with no give, like they were not wanting to leave the skin, you know. And so I stopped using this. I want my skin to like salicylic acid, but I don't think it does. I really believe in chemical exfoliants and I want them to work for me, but I am noticing that it kind of breaks my skin out, and I know that it's supposed to, like you're supposed to bring some of those toxins to the surface and it clears your skin out. This was doing something different. Like my other stuff, my CeraVe lotion doesn't do that, but I am developing like rosacea style rash on the side of my face. I read that Willowbark and salicylic acid could have to do with it, so I'm definitely going to steer clear of that, but I don't know. This is 99.5% natural, so it sounded like a good idea. I'm trying to go natural with with all of my products besides makeup, because it's hard to find good products that are like vegan. But anyways, it's a no for me. So another thing that did not work for me is Found Brightening Seaweed Water Cream, and this one's a 92% natural ingredients. It's supposed to be like a hydrating gel type of lotion. It smells like cucumbers. This just wasn't helping me on my skincare journey. It was not helping with my acne or anything. Weirdly, I think I switched to this once I used this one up, and it just was not happening. So if your skin isn't super sensitive, maybe try this out. It's at Walmart for under $10. And I did try one of their AHA leave-on little gel cream things, and I loved it. It didn't like do anything bad to my skin. And there's other products from this brand. I've tried a couple face masks and they were good, but this just didn't seem to be right for my skin. But my skin is actually pretty temperamental. It's been really playing with me. But I never tried this again ever since my skin cleared up because I'm just scared. So, alright, so also right here we've got the Desert Essence Organic Lavender and Tea Tree Oil. So this is like a little blend of lavender oil and tea tree oil, and I used this on my blemishes, and I probably should have done just straight tea tree oil. That is what is like gonna help with your breakouts. It's like an antibacterial type of oil, so it really like kills bacteria. So it's really nice to use as a spot treatment. I don't think lavender is necessarily good for your skin. It actually, I think it could possibly be an irritant and break you out. So I would recommend going for a, pure tea tree oil. I did like this to just put on my blemishes that were extra large and take them down to a medium and a small. You feel me? This is bio oil, which is an oil that helps with stretch marks, scars, aging skin, dehydrated skin. And a lot of people swear by this for stretch marks, for pregnant bellies, for just all kinds of things. And I used to use this daily. Actually, a couple years ago, this was like my moisturizer, like my nighttime moisturizer, and it was doing good to me. It was good to me for a while. I actually was loving it. I told my friends about it, and like they would say, oh, that could break you out, and I said, nope, I love it. And then I really started breaking out, and I had to kind of step away from this because everything was just driving my skin crazy, and I had to eliminate pretty much like everything. I haven't gone back to it because I'm scared I'm gonna break out again, and this is kind of old, so I definitely think it's at its like due date. I would recommend this to anyone that wants like a nice oil for head to toe, especially if you do have some stretch marks and stuff like that, because it's supposed to be super helpful, and it is a really nice oil. This is the sample size, but it'll last you a while, and I got it for like $10, and it's got a nice kind of medicated smell. I have nothing against this, I'm just kind of afraid to break out. So I went to a little like party with my mom at this like plastic surgeon office, and they gave out little freebie samples in a goodie bag from the brand Revision. DEJ face cream, advanced all-in-one moisturizer. Pretty sure this is a pricey moisturizer. I didn't really get a chance to like use it so crazily to like really know how well it would work on my skin, but I did use this a little bit while I was in Hawaii, kind of as an eye cream when I needed extra moisture, because I was trying to use as little products as possible and bring as little products as possible on the plane. Now moving on to makeup, just real quick, we've got the Too Faced Proactive Hangover Primer, and this is a little sample, and I actually really liked this. I would recommend it as a good nourishing primer if you just want some hydration and like soothing, but it's not like a pore filler or a dewy or anything like that. Another primer, we've got the Benefit Porefessional, which I love this stuff. I've used a few of these little samples because I just don't want to buy the freaking huge tube. I like to switch up my products here and there sometimes, but this one's so good for a pore filler and kind of like even out your skin, not in like a way where it's gonna cover blemishes, but just kind of like neutralize everything. Has a light tint. Next, I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder. This is the shade 220, which I actually have another one of these, and I put that on the center of my face today. This helps keep me matte, keep my makeup in place for most of the day. So I've repurchased these plenty of times, and if you've watched any of my makeup videos, you know I really love these powders. You can find them at Walmart for $5.30, so you can't really beat it. Next, we've got the Duo Lash Glue, the green brush on adhesive. I will keep buying this. It works really well for me. It makes my lashes stay on, and it's really easy to use. I find the tubes that don't have a brush on, brush on component make it really hard for me to get the glue on the lash, and then it gets on my fingers and it's just crazy. Next is this Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. Honestly, it was whatever. It really didn't do anything crazy for me. I'm on the hunt for a good black eye pencil that doesn't transfer to the waterline. Quick shout out to my Essence Lash Princess mascara. Repurchased this many times. It's been my favorite mascara for like 3 or 4 years. Then I have a couple brow pencils. I like all of them, but this one is from e.l.f. and it's the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I use the shade, I believe, Neutral Brown, and I really like it. This is probably my go-to pencil because it's only $5 and it does what NYX Micro Slim will do and all that stuff, so I like it a lot. Next, I have this Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil, which I've repurchased one of these as well. This one has that little triangle type of angled tip. There's an Anastasia pencil that does that, so if you're looking for something like that, this one's only $2 or $3 at Walmart. I think it was $1.98 yesterday, not on sale, so it's really good, but this one was better than the one that I have right now. I don't know, but I would recommend it. This one was just like super good. I loved it. And then that one, it's the same one, but it just doesn't seem to like give me the same situation. And then last but not least, we've got the JCat ProCision Micro Slim Brow Pencil. This is in the shade brown, just a regular brown, and this one's really good too. It's really comparable to Anastasia, NYX, e.l.f., all the good brow pencils. This one was like $7, so it's good, but I think you can only get it online. I love JCat Beauty, but can only get them online, so whatever, I'll buy it. Anyways, I think that's all I've got for the video. So if you're still watching, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you did like it. Sending you all the love and all the good vibes, and I'll catch you in my next one. Peace out.